Alright, Mono Black Control. Dip it into a historic constructed event for the last deck of the day. This was actually an archetype that we had played a little bit of in Standard like 2 or 3 seasons ago, back when Treasure Map was still a playable card. This does leverage Phyrexian Arena here from one of the historic anthologies. We've got Dread Presence along with a bunch of swamps to draw a bunch of cards. We've got Cabal Stronghold. I'm not really sure that this card is worth playing in here. Like, the only real payoff we get out of it is Josu and kind of the ability to gain life with intervention, but that's not super amazing. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if just, like, having more castles and, like, maybe a creature land in Mobilized District, or honestly, you could just play some of the tri-lands as cyclers with black. No, we have black swamp cyclers for 1 mana in this deck. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and jump on into a historic constructed event with this one and see how it goes. Idea here is to generate a bunch of 1-for-1 trades and then get a head-on card advantage with things like Ugin and Phyrexian Arena. Some kind of raffle thing, Mapai. Cabal is free ramp after 5 swamps. It is, except it doesn't make black mana, right? So it only makes colorless mana, I believe, right? If you're not activating its second ability. Yeah, it only taps for colorless, so it's not a free roll. Playing things like Cabal means you're playing fewer copies of Castle Locthwain, which has a real cost. And, like, again, when you look at, like, what's the payoff for trying that, the payoff feels a little bit on the low side to me. Yeah, I'm not sure that, like, giving up utility lands in our mana base for a payoff like Josu is necessarily great. Alright, hoping to peel a land in our 27 land deck. Hit this Phyrexian Arena on curve. Hand not stellar here against Skrull. Probably almost assuredly a hand we mulligan if we know what we're playing against. Our sideboard is not particularly good for the Gruul matchup. We've got some Disfigures, we got a couple of Libations here. Josu seems fine. I think we just trim the Agonizing Remorses. I think it's important that we keep Phyrexian Arena in our deck as a means to generate card advantage. One of the things you can be in real danger of in a deck like this is if you have too many 1-for-1s as the game goes long, you're going to flood out if you don't have appropriate card advantage. Apparently, we need Sphinx of Foresight to hit land drops. I mean, we managed to miss land drops with that one earlier today, too. It was honestly kind of impressive. Alright, that's the kind of start you'd love to see. We get to guarantee our first 4 land drops, and they had nothing on 1. Probably just snapping off the Disfigure on anything that it can kill this turn. You need your Twitch handle and Discord handle to match for the Hoot Tournament. That is ideal, Doc Watson. And as a heads up, it's possible to have it so your Discord name in just one server is different. So you can just change your display name on the Hooglandia server if it's easier for you. So, obviously, they can just Cindervine's my thing there, but I think it's correct to still play it out, just because, like, they're gonna get to kill it at some point regardless. Hey, Savitz. Thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream today. Let's throw you a sword so you can chat if you're ever around. I appreciate it. We're winding down here at the end, playing a little bit of the non-rotating format on Arena Historic to close things out today. Yep. I don't think this is a matchup where we can afford to pay 4 life to draw a card. I think we're just like, every point of life matters. Let's just get Ugin here and start pumping out cards. So Ugin's going to make things into 2/2s, and when the 2/2s die, we get the cards underneath them. Yeah, Discord's really good software. Does a lot. Does a lot of what you want it to do. Alright, I'm pretty happy how we sideboarded. Let's just go ahead and run it back here. I think this is a good example of an easy mulligan because we know what we're playing against. I think game 1 in the dark, I might consider keeping this, but because we know we're playing against an aggressive deck, like, not having a card that impacts the board till turn 4 is just completely unacceptable. So we're going to go ahead and mulligan. This is great. We're going to go ahead and bottom Libation here, and then we've got like 2 lands, 3 removal spells, and then Phyrexian Arena will give us a way to hopefully generate some card advantage after we 1-for-1 them a bunch. Yes, yeah, this card is largely things that were legal before the new set came out. This is our one and only new card. I think Heartless Act's a card we're going to see worm its way into a number of different of Magic's non-rotating formats. I think this is likely one of the better removal spells in Historic, Pioneer, potentially even Modern as far as 1 black removal goes. I think I'm just going to pass here. I want to kill things before I play the Phyrexian Arena out. We have not kicked Josu. Just gonna go ahead and end this here. Yeah, there's only so much demand for mono black removal in Modern, but I think what demand there is will want Heartless Act. I expect you'll see more Pioneer play because Fatal Push is harder to enable in Pioneer than it is in Modern. We could see things take over quite well here. Josu showing some of its chops is just like being a decent 4/5 for 4, just like having a giant booty here. And this hand kind of playing out exactly how we drew it up here. Getting to play our 1-for-1 removal and kill their first 2 creatures, and then stabilizing the board with this while we generate card advantage with this one. Just end your 5/5. Killing their 5/5 means that they have Embercleave, they can't get it down, which is great. Really hoping to draw another removal spell here. Yikes. I guess if they don't have a land here, I get to Libation and make them sacrifice a creature so they don't get to cleave here again. So that's nice. 2 spells, please. Okay. Okay, you love to see it. So, creature gets -X, gain X life. So this now lets us Josu the Questing Beast. They'll put Cleave on it. Will Erebos' intervention to kill it, and then we can start racing. So I have 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll give this -8, -8. Perfect. So this... So we'll do that. And then we'll hit this. And we'll get to Ugin. And Ugin gets to down tick, kill the Rekindling Phoenix. Well, do I kill the Phoenix or do I kill the Embercleave? I could kill the Phoenix and then soot the egg and the elf. Is that crazy? This is the last match of the night. Not the last match. Potentially the last deck, though. Depends on. Savit's put us back up over 2,000 with his generous raid. We'll see where we end up at after this deck's done. Yeah, Phoenix. Phoenix is kind of scary. If they hit a haste creature, they could kill this. Hopefully with the arena, we're pretty favored here. The extra life from the intervention also helping a ton here. They're pretty restricted on mana, so like Embercleave's not necessarily as scary. He says before his opponent plays the best possible creature to pair with Embercleave. Alright, need a spell here again. Removal spell, please. Well, boop. Yeah, I like the Soot line too. Didn't work out, but I'm happy with it. So we get to block here, and then we go to 2. This puts us to 1. If we draw another Erebos' intervention, we can live and be in a good spot. If we don't draw exactly Erebos' intervention, we're dead. Rough. And that felt like pretty typical bad control deck problems. Like, we had some card advantage, we were kind of keeping the board in check, our opponent peeled on after our removal spell, and then, like, we didn't have a lot going on. Well, not only does the Temur Battle Rage give it +1/+1, but First Strike and Death Touch. If you submitted the Legacy deck as long as it's the same archetype or doing the same things to Paris, just update the deck list at the Goldfish link. I'll grab the latest the night before I play it. Yeah, that's not a problem. Feel free to keep tuning, changing, tweaking, and optimizing between now and when I play it. Yeah, there wasn't a line to make Murderous Rider an out. And even if Murderous Rider had been an out, like, we'd have to survive the following turn too. Because like our thing keeps ticking down every single turn. Historic queue, unsurprisingly, a little bit slower right after set release. That's the second time that's happened today, huh? It happened earlier in the standard rank queue. Like someone must have like queued in and canceled at the same time. How am I feeling about standard? I don't know. I think that's too early. It's too early to really know. Finding good new decks is difficult and takes time. I do know if the standard format ends up being the same good decks from last season, it's not going to be something I enjoy, which for reference, last season the good decks were all Teferi, Brazen Borrower, Aether Gust, Embercleave decks for the most part. And like getting your stuff constantly bounced or getting combo killed by mono red, neither of those things were particularly enjoyable for me. Phyrexian Arena here against turn 1, turn 2, not do anything. Sounds great, though. This card generates a lot of card advantage if it gets going.
Right on schedule. Oh, I've done the hero thing.
There's no escaping him, chat. And he'll never rotate out of this format. He's here for good, chat. We could never get away from him.
Don't worry, I got this.
At least Teferi gets dumpstered by Field of the Dead in this format, huh? We got that going for us. At least we've got that going for us. Oh, did they forget to put their stop down? Weird. Maybe they wanted to hold Dovin's veto up? Exile target creature. If you don't control a human, you use life equal that creature's toughness. Do you think they're a hero of the Precinct 1 deck? It could be a hero deck, huh? This card makes me think they have hero. They could just be playing like, what's the 3/2 for 4 that you flip over some cards? Also is a human, I believe. Atris is a human, right?
Let's slow this down. No time for a break.
Elite Guard Mage is also human, yeah. Come on! Ugh! Where are my lands, chat? We've got huge tracts of land. Alright, so we're gonna take their 2 cards that don't add a creature removal, huh? Never forget, Magic is an incredibly low variance, high skill game. For people not familiar with Cabal Stronghold math offhand, you need 5 swamps in play before it starts making you additional mana, so we're still 2 lands off of that. This card cannot ramp you until you have 6 lands out. Should they name Disfigure with this? Oh, wait, this gets it out of Disfigure range, right? That's interesting. That animation is great. Yeah, I think almost assuredly Esper Hero with these cards. You love to see it, chat. Goodbye, friends. Now, something that's a little unfortunate is we don't really have a lot of life gain, right? We've got, like, Intervention, and we've got, the what's it called? The one when you play a swamp gains a little bit of life. Really hoping to draw another land here so we can Ugin this Teferi. Yeah, I mean, Oath-Akai is no joke too, right? Like, this Oath is like 6 points of damage. Murderous Rider has lifelink. That's a good call. Come on! Come on! Come on! Seriously? Seriously? Our deck has 27 lands in it, chat. 27 lands. We are drawing 3 cards a turn. 3. 1, 2, 3 lands. Okay, I should have discarded the other one of these. Should have kept a Disfigure and bin this. And we're dead. Greatness at any cost, chat. At any cost. know that I want 4 Duresses. They're playing heroes. They have a lot of creatures in their deck. I don't even know that we're supposed to have Grey Merchant. Like, we don't actually have that much devotion to black, right? Like, Gary dealing, like, you know, 4 to 5 points of damage isn't particularly good. Elderspell could be okay, I guess. Tendrils of Corruption is legal. I don't know that that's better than Erebos' Intervention. 4 mana is a lot. Intervention's also more flexible. Come on, this is just like a bad joke at this point. Do we only have 26? I thought we had 27. No, we definitely have 27. 23 Swamps, 1 Castle, 3 Stronghold. I'm gonna spend another 1,000 gold and try again. Oh no, are we out of gold? I bought booster packs. Oh no, are we out of gold? Oh, I have 190 gems. I have 230 gems. Alright. Spew. Spew, chat. Spew. Gotta buy some gems so we can play Historic. For the love of God, Wizards of the Coast, put the ladder back on. For the love. This is why they turned the ladder off, chat. I'm gonna have to buy gems so we can play Historic. That's why they turned the ladder off. You know, actually, thinking long term, it's actually better value. It's actually better value for me to spend gems than gold to join these events, right? Because 190 gems is less than 1 booster pack in gems, but 1,000 gold is 1 booster pack, right? Like, all other things equal, if my gold or my gems are going to boosters, I'm better off spending gems here and using the gold for boosters, right? Maybe they click keep by mistake? Or they have to go somewhere? They must have clicked keep by mistake, huh? Oh, they're a Lotus Field deck. Okay, this makes so much more sense. I am no longer. I was like, what on earth? There's like someone who's been hurt by Field of the Dead. Blood Sun plus Lotus Field is genuinely great. That's something we've done before when it was standard legal. Yeah, so Lotus Field sacrifices 2 lands when it comes into play. Blood Sun wipes that text away from it. So if you get Blood Sun out first, your Lotus Fields are just Lotus lands, basically. Marshall. Yeah, probably playing Heliod or some other white devotion card. These cards enable Heliod nicely. And this digs for Heliod. Helsing's Leg finds more owls, the old squadron owl. Maybe this is too aggressive. I mean, we're not exactly playing the pinnacle of competitive Historic decks either, so Historic's got a lot of range in terms of what people play. And that'll probably only get even more so as the card pool increases more and more in size. This looks at 4. I assume they're digging towards a Heliod. I'm gonna attack with this and see what they do. If they block, I can disfigure it. Silly opponent. You activated my trap card. Alright, and now that they didn't block, I think I'm gonna play this, shoot them in the face, play Liliana down tick. We lose the Dread Presence, but we draw a card. Oh, yeah, there's totally the white devotion card that makes a bunch of tokens, right? Conquer's Death will have to pick between my two planeswalkers here. So we'll have at least one that hangs out and keeps generating cards. Convenient that they picked the one that we have another copy of. The fabric of the multiverse obeys me. Okay, an Erebos Intervention, in addition to being a removal spell that gains life, it can also exile cards from graveyards. So we'll be able to utilize this to exile whatever they try and get back with Conquer's Death here. So we have the Sack 2 on board. Oh. I didn't know what historic staple Flicker Fate did offhand. Yeah, I definitely deserve that one, huh? Yikes. Alright, let's disfigure this, and then we'll go Dread Presence, play a Swamp, kill it. You call yourself a beam? Flicker Fate seems sweet. Cards like Yorion, those companions will be cards that will be extra good in these formats as the card pools get bigger too. Just because, like, it's easier to play a good 80-card deck when you have a bigger card pool of good cards to pick from. This is lethal, right? That Daxos doesn't trigger for itself. Has anyone donated for Mardu Mutate? They have not, Orgy. popped right quick. Easy mulligan. Sure. Alright, here's a question. Do I keep the second Disfigure or the second discard spell in the dark? I think because we're on the play, we keep the second discard spell. In related news, do you think we could talk our opponent into playing poker instead of magic? What are the odds they agree to play poker instead of magic here? Poker face, poker face, my. Hey, that sounds great, Wargy. Kinda punished for... Kinda punished. That's perfect. Hopefully, because we're on the play, we won't just get run down here. Yeah, I think we just take the Steamkin, because we can take the Agonizing Remorse, or the Light Up the Sage Extra with the other Remorse. Yep. This card's a little scary in this matchup. I feel like I'm still supposed to put it into play, but I'm not excited about it, right? Like, it's here, I've drawn it. Okay. Any cost. Greatness shall be ours, chat. That's what you want to see. These were actually phenomenal draws here. So we want lands, obviously, too, but this is a removal spell that can buffer our life total, and then Josu Vess is a card that can close the game out relatively quickly. No, I'm not gonna play the second arena. I think we need to play the first one. I think the second one would be excessive. What about the greatness? Listen. Sign up link for the next open. You can always find the link for the next open by typing ! next open in chat. I believe ! Hoots also does it. Is opponent asleep at the wheel there? Probably should have double shocked me in response. They missed 2 points of damage. Alright, Murderous Rider. I believe in you. You're going the distance. You're going full speed. You're all alone. In this time of need, he's racing and pacing and plotting the course. Do 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 do. March into battle and make new comrades. Alright. Wizard's Lightning probably wants to kill Murderous Rider, right? What's their best draw here? They really want to hit a land this turn so they can Wizard Lightning and Goblin Chainwhirler? No, they want to hit a 1-mana Wizard. They want, like, G2 Lava Runners. They can go Lava Runner, Wizard Lightning, Chainwhirler. If they're best possible. Come run away. Come run away. Come. Opponent might have forgotten their cards were about to go away. Listen, chat. As someone who down-ticked my Narset and accidentally made her kill herself today, let ye who has not missed the obvious cast the first stone. Speaking as someone who missed the obvious a couple of times today, let's be kind. Let's be kind. I think I'm gonna cut 2 arenas, and I'm gonna cut 2 Agonizing Remorse and call it a day. Alti Gamer, did you used to have a different username? Did you change your display name recently? Because you have a sword in my channel, and you're only a 2-month sub, but I don't remember, so I feel like you're probably someone else before. Change is scary. Cut a land, I dare you. What's going on, Double Red? We had a mutate deck that was sweet today. Found some good things. Found some good highlight cards. I don't know that a lot of the specific decks that we played today were particularly good though. Feel like we're making strides towards learning what we like in the new set though. Which is what early testing's about. It's not so much about the specifics of the decks you're playing, so much as it's about the overall details of what you're learning. Hey, Reaver. Hope you're staying safe out there. Well, thanks for being a reasonable person, Ulti. That sounds right. Rested Man, thanks for the Prime support. I appreciate that. I appreciate the honesty, Ulti. Am I doing this? I think I'm doing this. Goodbye, friend. Okay, well, we're gonna get to curve out into our Planeswalker. You hate Beaumont Courier? He's just such an honest little dude. Why would you hate Beaumont Courier? I think it's not worth... Here's a trick thought. Is it worth taking 1 to deal 4? It probably is. I have Liliana coming down next turn. I'm not looking to Thoughtseize entering this format. I've really enjoyed having a non-rotating format where Thoughtseize doesn't exist. That's the one card from Pioneer I'd prefer wasn't going to get its ugly head added here. Yeah, Arena automatically utilizes Stronghold when it can, which is nice. In an interesting way, Beaumont Courier actually makes disenchant effects better against red aggressive decks, because they'll have Cleave, Beaumont Courier, and Annex in a lot of cases that disenchant hits. So like you have more targets, so like your board cards less dead less often. Alright, look at that. We're working our way back up, collecting some gold. I need to put some dollars back into the slot machine and buy $100 worth of gems. We're all tapped out after buying booster packs. Yeah, we're 2-2 now, Marty. Scoreboard. Ooh, our opponent's playing a companion. Yeah, I kind of expect the companions to creep into a lot of these older formats, even possibly as far back as Legacy. These deck building restrictions that they have when you have a deeper card pool are easier to meet, right? Esper humans? Okay, I'm into it. You have my attention. I'm gonna do this and take their Dauntless Bodyguards, that way they can't insulate from my sweeper. Legacy players are such giant curmudgeons. They're just like the definition of old people yelling at the sky, as like Legacy players. It's like they just hate everything. Does Grixis Delver in Legacy not play... Does it not play Gurmag Angler by default? I'm not super familiar. Yeah, we have a Guryata deck or whatever it's called in the deck queue actually. So I'm gonna kill this, which knocks these down to 2/2s. And then next turn we can Ritual of Soot. Sure, we take those here. We are down to 6. We are potentially racing against our own Phyrexian Arena here. Does Grixis Delver play Jace the Mind Sculptor? Not always. Alright, let's gain some life. Ugin down tick on Phyrexian Arena. Is there fear in your dojo, Probs? There isn't fear in my dojo. I'm not gonna let the fear sink in and win. I ain't scared. Don't be scared, chat. I'm gonna plus this before I Ritual of Soot, so that way I get to draw the card that's under it. This feels like a pretty ideal kind of matchup for us. We're definitely what I would define as a kill all the things deck, and our opponent is very kindly providing us with a lot of things. Whoa! Wow! I am so incredibly sad that the alternate art cards don't have the animations. How do the alternate art cards not have that animation? How do you go through the effort to like put that animation in the game and then like not give it to the sick alter art version? Who thought that was a good idea? Who approved that one? Now I have to decide between playing my sweet altar arts and like having sick animations. I have such impossibly hard decisions to make now, chat. My games aren't supposed to cause this much stress. Ah. Your Discord name needs to match your Discord name needs to match your Twitch name. I don't care what your arena name is. Play on whatever arena name you want. It's important that your Discord name and your Twitch name match. And ideally, your MTG Melee name should also match. Just so it's easier to... Hopefully at some point MTG Melee is going to update their thing. Yeah, anybody that's currently... So long as your gift sub isn't going to expire before the 25th when the tournament is, you are welcome to play. Gift sub, prime sub, paid sub, they're all the same on the back end. So long as your sub's not going to run out before the event happens, you are welcome to join. You'll need to pop into the Discord server as well to share your screen. Just make that MTG Melee account and pop on in. Boot this. Come and get it. Yeah, Cardboard Live has been having some issues. Hopefully they get that addressed. I assume the structure of the file changed. Fortunately, Cardboard Live has the new cards in it, so the battlefield's been a little bit wrong, but it has the mouse overs for the new cards, so we're dealing with it. No, that's fine, Tuber. Basically, I tag people in Discord when they're a feature match, so I just need the start of their names to match. Little codes at the end or whatever is not a big deal. Yes, I need to be able to quickly tag you to say, hey, you're a feature match, jump in and share your screen. Is basically the goal. So Amazon Prime is like $3 more a month, and I get to sub and get Prime Video. Yeah, yep. And if you're somewhere that lives in... If you live in somewhere that has a radius, you can get same-day or two-day shipping from Amazon on products. That's how they take over the world. They bundle it all up. So important that I kill the Kitesail Freebooter in response there, otherwise it would have been kicked up to a 2-3. Get my other intervention back. That's true. Shipping in the current climate is not always fast. Hey, Dingle Boss, speaking of Prime, welcome to Oglandia. Thanks for shipping that this way this month and keeping me employed. Alright. Ritual of Soot. Hit me, dealer. Come on. Got what? Got a couple of draw steps here. Got two hits. Alright, swing and a miss. At least our swamps are beautiful. Bog Stomper. They catch live on an odds. Catch us right at the tail end. Yep. My plans, by the way, for those, this is going to be our last deck of the day. I appreciate everybody that's hung out through the end. For the next week and a half, I'm going to be doing 8 hours live minimum per day. And I plan to extend up to 12 to 14 hours in a day, so for as long as we stay above 2,000 concurrent viewers. Extras, thanks for the 2 years of support. I really appreciate the very generous tier 3. Welcome back. I was actually kind of surprised how long we stayed above 2K viewers today. The host from Savitz helped a little bit, his raid. Usually my numbers drop off pretty hard after like 5, 6 o'clock. It's almost 8 p.m. here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that for the rest of the day's Bushus. Part of today too is we dropped off. Nox's raid actually rolled off really quickly. Like, Nox hosted us and it jumped up and then almost everybody left. Which that's how raids often go. I was actually surprised. Savitz's raid bumped us up for a little while. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Historic to start, because Standard's definitely a little bit more hyped than Historic right now. That's part of why the Open Series event this month is gonna be Historic or Standard. Feels like a good ebb and flow. Standard's most exciting right at the start, and then do Historic for the other two. Hey, Dispersed. Thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Is Standard or Historic more popular in general on my channel? At the end of last season, Historic was a lot more popular than Standard. And not only because of, and a lot of the times the popularity of content here flows based on what I'm enjoying personally, and I was definitely enjoying playing Historic a lot more than I was playing Standard at the very end. I mean, what here? Murderous Rider, sure. This is over here. Hoping for a swamp. And what I'm gonna do too for the Historic decks for the rest of the week, I think I'm gonna spend some of my dealer's choice points bumping up things that have new cards in them. I think is my plan. So even though we're gonna do a little bit of Historic, we'll see some new ideas from the latest set. Because I don't even know that if it's strictly like Standard's more popular as much as like new cards are great too. I think I was gonna take this hit. We'll intervention this and then we'll sweep. So we'll draw the swamp. So we'll get to go swamp, kill, hit meddling mage, intervention, kill Marshall, and then meddling mage will die. Marshall. This game should mostly be in the bag at this point. We're going up to 15. They have a 2-1 in play. Like I said, I think if things line up okay for us, this type of matchup is a pretty ideal matchup for our deck. They play a lot of OP creatures. We play a lot of OP creature kill spells. Hey, Flash, thanks for the 16 months. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I think it has more to do with the normal time I stream than like Europe going to bed. Although those two things are kind of interrelated, I don't know that you can really separate them either. Usually speaking, how Twitch streaming works is people have like their niche and like their time frame where they stream, and if you stream on off hours, you have less than normal. All right. But just they've had enough. Second Dread Presence will do it. All right, let's do 1 or 2 more with this. If we can keep racking up the wins, we can get back the gold we spewed in the first one. Looks like someone's grandpa pretending to be in charge. Yep. Day 9 is currently adding Trawler to his Jeskai deck. You love to see it. You love to see. All right, this is gonna be the last one, so I can go heckle Sean. All right, we're gonna play this last one out, and then I'm gonna host Sean and go harass him in his chat. That sounds perfect. I gotta build decks for tomorrow, anyways, since we started a little bit late today. I gotta figure out what exactly we're doing in Magic Online. Heckling is a strong line. I agree. Yeah, they're probably a Winota deck, huh? We don't really care about Clarion. Get to grab Prison Realm here. Maybe there's like a Chandra control deck. Hey, thanks for the biddies, though, Rotrog. I appreciate that. We'll be back again tomorrow. Oh, that's actually true. Presence does die to Clarion, doesn't it? Things to consider. It'll be okay. Everything's gonna be alright. Treasure map! Are there few enough Tefris in this format that we can play treasure map again? That might be true. I want to believe that's true. In my heart of hearts, I would like to believe that that is true. Dorox, thanks for the 2/3 of a year. I appreciate that. You are getting close to the horse. Ah, corporate card. Ah, corporate card. I'd be kind of surprised if there's another color in their deck. Okay, the fact that they've elected to Prison Realm as opposed to Deafening Clarion means if we peel an Ugin, we can get Dread Presence back, which is great. I don't know if that card's beatable for us. That might be it, chat. That might... Alright, so next turn, we'll have 6. This will be +2. They're each +2, right? So we'll have, yeah, we'll be able to do this next turn, I believe. Oh, they have Clarion. That's so sad. I'm gonna guinea. They are just playing like Chandra Tribal. Is it getting hot in here, or is it just me? Well, you know, I got to do the thing at least, right? We're very dead here. Alright. Duress. Elderspell. Libation. Ritual out. Disfigure out. Intervention out. Good clean live in. Get rid of all of our creature point removal, basically, and bring in things for their non-creature spells. I just wanted to put a bunch of zombies into play, okay? Oh, I left the Heartless Acts in. The Heartless Acts are probably worse than the Interventions. The Interventions gain us life, at least. Yeah, like red-white Planeswalkers. Seems sweet. We're going to wait till we get to 5 mana to play the Dread Presence. We can guarantee draw cards with them before they die. Unfortunate that this is only enchantment. Cannot make them sacrifice the treasure map. Yeah, Josu Vess on the kick not having animation. I feel like all of those Timmy cards should really have animations. The fact that some of them don't is a bit of a miss. Take their instant speed removal here. We're just, you be quiet, Marty. I just need to draw some Schwamps, okay? If we draw a couple of Schwamps, the Dread Presence can kill the Chandra. We're gonna, like, draw, like, Cabal Strongholds and, like, the one castle this game now. It's not about to be a good scene for our hero, chat. Alright. Halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand. We'll make it, I swear. Treasure map flips over, ramps them up a little bit, gives them 3 virtual cards in the bank with their treasures. Ooh, speaking of cards. Speaking of cards,
I protect those who cannot protect themselves. My pride grows stronger.
I missed it. It was about an hour ago when I got a message from a concerned viewer who wanted to let me know that I'm not playing against a human. I am playing a game against rigged bots. And it's by far the most rigged game in history that they've ever played. At least when people are that stupid with regards to games, it's easy to shrug it off. It's when people are stupid with regards to things like COVID and vaccines that get people killed, where it's like, well, that's troubling. At least when they're stupid with regards to Magic the Gathering, I can just laugh about it. Wake up, sheeple! The truth is out there! The truth is out there, sheeple! Jacksonville opened their beaches up again today. Yep. Well, you know, you could argue that that's what they voted for. They voted for. I didn't shoot the token because I want to kill their planeswalker. I mean, they elected a Republican. Ohio had been doing so well. The Ohio governor had been doing so well with regards to thing, and now they were talking about getting ready to open things back up again too. I assume Trump is leaning on all of them. Based on Trump's comments about the Democratic governed states that had been being appropriately cautious. Yep. Good. He should. They all should. What Trump is doing is irresponsible at best. Oh no! I was thinking I could kill this? I can't kill it, Chad. It has a counter. Oh no! Oh no! I could technically remove the counter. Yeah, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to remove the counter, and then we're going to sacrifice this, get this back. Shoot this with the Dread Presence token. And again, my criticism is not restricted to Republicans. So if any governor, regardless of what letter is next to their name, that's thinking about opening their state up before we have like really widespread testing or a vaccine, from my understanding from the scientists I've heard talk, that's not smart. Unless you have a vaccine, you need widespread testing so you can pinpoint everybody that has it and appropriate isolate just those cases. I think we're just passing here. I don't really want to play out my second guy into a sweeper here. Feeling pretty far behind, because remember, each of these treasures represents a card draw with these coves. Yikes. This could be a game where our Phyrexian Arena ends up hoisting us, huh? Their card draw isn't slowly killing them. Their card draw is not slowly killing them. Ours is. Correct. Actually opening stuff back up. Unless we have a vaccine or readily available widespread testing for everybody thinks that they may have the virus. Gosh, it's been a while since I've seen that animation, huh? It's an oldie but a goodie, chat. That's a good one, yeah. Whew! Alright. Alrighty, that's a good one. You love to see it. Rider has lifelink, will be fine. I don't know. They have a lot of removal in their deck. And they have like this with scries, and they have more draws sitting here. Like, I think we're like racing our own Phyrexian Arena here. Win? Well, we don't need to win, we just need to gain some life, right? Ooh, or we could ult the Liliana. If we draw an Ugin, we can kill the Ugin and then ult the Lily, right? Oh, that's not, she's not Nick. I was thinking of Nick. The second arena can help find him. I see what you did there. Yeah, we could still die to our own arena there. Like, I feel like it's incredibly unlikely that, like, this Murderous Rider lives here. Like, they have 3 more draw. They have, like, 4 more draws in the bank here, plus these 2 cards in hand. Okay, that's awesome. It's like build your own. It's like build your own Rhystic study. Please connect, Murderous Rider. Please connect. I need to gain the 2. I need to gain the 2. Ugh. Oh, the hit points. Inject the hit points directly into my vein. In it to win it, chat. In it to win it. Play the second one. I'm a coward. There's fear in my dojo, chat. I've let the fear in. The fear is coming to take me. Oh no, it has trample! It has trample, chat! I should have left back the other blocker! No! Oh no! I can't even play this out because we're Ixalan's binding at the moment. Brutal. Just brutal. Clarion, my wayward son, there'll be peace when you are gone. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Do 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 do. Do you see a lot of Ixalan's binding in Historic? Nah, not really. Waiting on a Planeswalker. It's fine. It's just a little on the expensive side. Man, you know what really sucks? This Heartless Act should 1000% be Erebos' intervention. Like, not close. This should be Erebos' intervention.
Rise and shine.
Oh. That seems like a weird card for their Ixalan's binding deck to have, don't you think? Don't you think that seems like a strange card for their Ixalan's binding deck to be playing? No, Marty! I'm gonna ult this Liliana and we're gonna win this game. I'm gonna ult this Liliana and we're gonna win this game, darn it. This Liliana ult is gonna take us across the finish line. I believe. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Whoo! It lets us get the last enchantment, chat. It lets us get the last enchantment. Cha-ching! You love to see it. Alright, pick 2. Pick 2. Ugh. Alright, is that what stabilization feels like? Is that what stabilization feels like? Whew! Whew! Lordy! Oh gosh, that was only game 2. Oh no, chat. There's a third game still? What have I done? What have I done? I forgot there was a third game still. Knees weak, arms are heavy, there's vomit on the sweater already, but you keep on forgetting what you wrote down. The whole crowd roars so loud you open your mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking now, everybody's hoping now. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. You better lose yourself in the Liliana altar dread. Oh, I'm gone. I'm done. I got nothing. Couldn't make it happen. Sometimes they roll off. Mumbled through it. Mom spaghetti, knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on the sweater already. Remember pre-2020 when Magic couldn't deal with enchantments, right? Right? God bless. Greatness at any cost, chat. Never doubt the price I'm willing to pay for greatness. Oh, they missed a land drop. There's blood in the water. Go, descend, my sharks, descend. Descend upon them. All right, Josu, I choose you, Josu. Our opponent's weak. Get him. Hurrah! Any cost, chat. Any cost. Those are magic cards. Those are... Yeah, let's take the binding. I think with the other arenas in my hand, I just want to gain life here. Yeah, our very aggressive mono black deck. Ah, Friar Tuck. Step into my office, Tuck. We've got some things to talk about. Yeah, their deck seems sweet sans the planner cleansings. Cleansings seem real out of place. Alright. Let the cards continue to flow, chat. Let the cards continue to flow. Mr. Tuck, step into my office. Ooh, buddy old pal. You love to see it, chat. Simply dreadful. What a wonderful note to go out on. I know this deck didn't have any flashy new cards in it, but honestly, it was refreshing to end on some historic. The range of play patterns in this format is just like still wonderful. Just like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I don't think this deck's amazing by any means. We're capable of winning some matches here and there. It was a good time. I think my one comment, and I could have almost changed this before we played, but I didn't. No, zero copies of Virulent Plague in the in the 75 is probably wrong. Could maybe get a couple of those if we wanted to be a little bit more competitive against Field of the Dead. Although, honestly, there's probably a good chance we're dead against Field of the Dead anyways, so whatever. Hey, we beat Gruul, thank you very much. We beat Gruul. I think, no, we died to Gruul. I'm a liar, we died to Gruul. Never mind, ignore me. It's been a long day. We've been live for 9 hours. All right, I'm going to host day 9 and hang out in his chat while he plays some Standard. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Chat, I'm going to be getting stuff ready for the morning. If you missed any of the decks today, they're all going to go up on my YouTube channel momentarily. I'll catch all of y'all later. Everybody have a good one.